So, hi everyone, welcome to I Am Her, You Are Me, Together as One We Could Be. So today we have a wonderful guest speaker. Her name is Shavone. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know where you're from.
Hi, my name is Shavone Butler, and I am right now in Las Vegas,
Oh,
Nevada. Originally from California, and was raised in Texas, so I consider myself a Cali Texan.
okay, I know that's right. I live in California actually. I live in Fresno, which is not too far from Vegas.
Okay, good.
Yes, maybe one day we can either bring you down or I come down there. We can do an actual sit down interview. That would be so awesome, wouldn't it?
No, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, so if you're ever in the Fresno area, just message me. Say, hey, I'm near. I want to come to the studio, and I will definitely get you in. Um,
Absolutely.
so today we're going to be talking about what basically becoming the woman that you prayed for. You know, who you like, the person that you want to become. So I want to ask you, what did the woman you used to pray for look like?
Well, she was resilient. She
Mm,
was successful, wealthy, rich, free, right? And authentically herself. I
yes.
think a lot of times we don't show up as our true selves. We always have to put on a mask when we go into different places and spaces, and especially someone who are, women of color. That is something we always sort of have to do. You have to have
Yes.
two different personalities on at all times. And for me, I just wanted to completely show up as myself. Like, I'm enough, right? And so just being comfortable with that. And then also noticing the fact that I do have, what is it called, ADHD, that was diagnosed later in life.
Mm,
So having to sort of wear the mask and trying to understand sometimes social norms about certain things, um, it was a little bit different for me. So now I'm stepping into myself, loving all that is me. So I
yes.
think that that is somebody that I really wanted to be able to become. That being not betraying yourself, right? That's a big thing, um, and that's who I aspired to be during those times.
I love that, and we all and I know a lot of people, women like myself, we do inspire to be all of that. But it's like, okay, we inspire to be that, but is that really reality? You know, have you ever thought like,
Right?
is that really reality? But let me tell you something. You could be all those things plus more. Um, and it is hard being an African American woman trying to do those. It's just a mess, you know. But we must, but we must continue to keep going. We must continue to trust the process, and we must know that as long as we work towards it, all things are possible, right?
100%.
You know, I want to ask you, what was some of the breaking points in your life?
Ooh. Okay, so it started first with a dear friend that was going through her own healing journey. I
Yes.
watched her break
Mm.
in so many different forms. But it inspired me to decide back in 2019 that this was going to be something I was going to go ahead and take on. I had a prayer. So I
Yes.
prayed
Hmm.
that I wanted to heal every part of me, right? And no matter what that meant.
Mm.
So when I said that, it's always like, are you sure
Are you
that's
sure?
really what you want? And I was like, oh, yeah, like every part.
Yes.
And that was like a real big awakening
Mm.
because that's when COVID hit, right? And
Yes.
we're on lockdown. I call it the Pandora's box. During that time, that was one of the breaking points for me. Another was the fact that during COVID, my daughter tried to commit suicide.
Mm.
Um, she's a very social person, so that being on lockdown took her down, right?
Yes.
So that was a breaking point. Going through finding out that at 3 I was molested and recovering those memories.
Wow.
That was a breaking point. Then becoming homeless
Mm.
was a breaking point. And all this happened within the span of 3.5 years. So I've gone through so many different transitions in my life in such a short time. And I'm sure a lot of us have, right? Because COVID was a point where the world sort of
Yes.
stopped and we had to deal with ourselves.
Yes, ma'am.
So all that was coming up. So it was just a whole healing and understanding that you sometimes have to fall apart
Mm.
in order to be put back together again.
Amen. It's so. Amen. 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 And I'm so happy that your daughter did not. I'm happy. First of all, your daughter is still here and standing strong. And you brought back COVID, and you're right. I'm gonna tell you one of my breaking points because we're in this together. So my breaking point was, it's so crazy. You said during COVID. It seemed like during COVID, that was a lot of people's breaking point. During COVID is when I started this podcast.
Oh,
Yes,
so you were inspired.
yeah, I was broken. I was when I say I was broken, sis, I thought I was never gonna come back from what happened to me and what I was going through. But I was sitting home one day, like you said, you gotta when you pray and you ask God, to heal whatever it is that you want to heal, you gotta be ready for it. And I do want to say I'm sorry for what happened to you when you were younger, and it's so crazy how those things that happened in our past, we forget it, but when we start to do our healing process, it all comes back to us. Isn't that something?
Very much so, right? And I know one of my gifts, I guess, or just something I was born with when trauma happens.
Yes.
I tend to, like, part of your brain is so powerful,
Mm.
it locks certain things away. Right?
Yes.
And you don't recover everything. Like, you
Hmm.
don't understand why you are like
The
some
way
things
you
you
are.
do.
Yes.
I was in a domestic violence situation,
Mm.
so I didn't understand parts of myself that I wasn't loving. Right? I
Yes.
didn't understand why I always covered up all the
Mm.
time. Right?
Yes.
And even when people have certain, people don't realize even when people who have sometimes weight gain, that
Hmm.
you're eating your feelings. I was eating my
Yes.
feelings,
Girl,
right? And
that's
it
what
was a
I.
form of covering, right? Because I didn't really
Yes.
want people to look at me
Hmm.
because it was all of those things and trying to understand and get underneath all of those because it's layers,
Yes, it
right?
is.
And when I really took hold, right, of what was going on,
Mm.
that was a point where I was like, okay, so that's why. This is this is the reason why.
Yes.
It all came together for me,
And
right? So and just accepting. I think that's always a thing too. Like it's
yes.
in stages. Healing is not linear. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Come on, what? Say that again. I'm like, dang, God, I thought I just got through this, but no. It is the healing. Healing is a process, and I always say you're healing every single day because the more that you heal, the more that is revealed. Girl, ooh, the more that you heal, the more is revealed, and then you have to cover.
Yes.
You have to heal from that, and then you gotta heal from that. You gotta heal from that, and it's like all these years, like you said, your brain. It's so much. Sometimes I wonder, like you said, why am I like this? Why is it like this? Because it's something that has happened in our past that our brain has stored. But when you start to heal, it somehow has a way of bringing it back. So and it's I said a lot of people that do heal, they crash because
Right.
they can't handle the amount of things that are revealed to them. But healing, it's not for the weak, and
No, no, not at all.
it's
Not at
such a
all.
phenomenal thing. And if you said something, you had to basically you asked, you wanted to. I have a book that I wrote, and I put in the back of the book. God wanted to fix what was broken inside of me. So healing
Right.
is like repairing. It's like you have a broken glass. You may be able to fix it. You may not. It depends on the amount of damage that is done if you can repair it. But I feel like you truly, when you want to heal, I don't know how this topic came over here, but it's okay. This is why I love my podcast because we just go with the flow. You cannot control the atmosphere and how it is, but maybe it's just we need to help someone heal. But it's not.
Absolutely. I mean, that's the purpose.
Yes, that's the
We
whole
all have a
purpose.
story.
And it's
Right.
not easy to heal, but is it going to be a fight? Absolutely. Is it worth it? Absolutely. You know,
Right.
but it's some things that you said, and I was like, ooh, I can relate to that. I am her.
Right.
um, but I just want to say I'm proud of you for staying strong. And I know you're probably still healing from things that only and I just want to say keep healing, keep staying strong, keep staying beautiful, just keep smiling, and just keep being you.
Likewise.
And,
Likewise. I mean, that's the point of encouraging each other, right? You
amen.
have to tell your story, so other people can give them, some permission to tell theirs.
Yes, that is
right?
so true. Sis, I want to ask you, in what ways are you walking right now in your answered prayers, like your healing process?
Well, affirmations are important.
Yes.
Having to talk to yourself in a loving way. I don't think a lot of us grew up talking to ourselves with love, right? It's always giving compliments and affirmations to other people.
Mhm.
But I always there was a someone had said this, and I definitely agree. You are the love of your life. You are the
Wow.
love of your life. You have to start pouring into yourself. How can you really love someone else if you're not loving you? Right? It starts with you.
Amen.
Life is a journey of self. So I'm I'm making sure to pour all that stuff that I give everybody else into
Mhm.
me. So
That part.
that's one. Um, and then finding and doing the things that I love. Right? Um, you have to follow the joy. A lot of people don't know what makes them happy.
Mm.
We know the day to day routine, right? We know what we got to do to get through the day. But what fills your cup?
Wait,
What makes you
I
happy?
don't want to cut you off, but I want to ask you because that's a really, really good. You said you have to find because how? Sorry, excuse me. I stutter a lot, by the way.
Oh, it's
I
okay.
can't help it. I be stuttering and stumbling because that's because my brain, I be having so much. As you talking, I'm listening to my
I
mind.
got you.
I be wanting to say it out. I'm
I'm the same
thinking,
way.
yeah, but so you said because it was a point in my life where I didn't know what made me happy. I didn't even know how to find what made me happy. So what advice would you give to someone who doesn't even know what makes them happy, or how could they find what makes them happy?
I journal.
Mhm.
If you have to get out there and you have to live, you got to figure out what you like and what you don't like, right? Life is about choices. I always tell my daughter that life is about choices, and if you while you're trying something in the midst of it, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. Be like, I tried that. You know what? Not for me. Okay,
Mhm.
fantastic. I tried something else. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think I was gonna like that. That's my jam. Fantastic. Add that to your board, right? That's what life is about. Trying different things and then making a choice, making a executive decision, taking authority over your life and saying, okay, this is what I want to go ahead and continue to do. Because the more you start doing the things that you love and that brings you joy, whether that's going out in nature. I like to hike. I go to the Red Rock out here in Las Vegas. It's all these big, huge mountains, and I've done it by myself. I wouldn't suggest you going by yourself if you really have enough person.
Yeah.
But I like to be out in nature. It grounds me, right?
Mm.
I'm the hippy dippy person who likes to hug a tree. I
Yeah.
like to
Okay.
be able to breathe. That helps me. That regulates my nervous system. I'm a creative person. I
Mm.
like to make hair conditioning stuff and oils and butters. I like to cook. I like to put love into my food to feed people.
Yes.
These are the things that you have to, if these are the things you start learning about yourself. I'm a big humanitarian. I love to be able to go out there and help people because I know what it feels like to
Yes.
need someone to see me and to
Amen.
help me,
Yes,
right? So
sis.
I pour into those things.
Mm.
And then I think that's important. I like to learn how to paint. I ain't the best painter, but
But
I
I
can
do
paint.
it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I like to put paint to canvas. There's so many things that we need. You have all these emotions that come up, right? With all these
Yes.
different things that come in your life, the emotions have to go somewhere.
Mhm.
If you let them stay in your body, it goes into dis-ease. You'll get sick, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So in order to take those emotions, because they're so big, we're energy.
Yep.
So that's energy that's coming towards you. It needs
Yes.
to go somewhere.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't pour it out on people. That's the problem. People spill out on people, and that's not where the energy goes. You're transferring that energy. Turn it into something beautiful. Turn it
Amen.
into something wonderful. Like
Yes.
you're doing this podcast. You're creating something beautiful.
Oh, thank you. And my auntie always told me, "Hey, Dejanay, you're a jack of all trades with a master in that."
And that's a beautiful way to be, though.
Yeah. And then
That's a beautiful way to be.
wow, I just got a download. I was sitting as you were talking, I said, I'm doing what I love to do, doing this
Mm-hmm.
podcasting. Like I had to cuz I was doing so many things like you said, you got to go out and do it. Even if
Yes.
you've never done it before, but um I just got up and I just started doing it, and I found love in this. Like it's my passion now. It's like,
Mhm.
I did it not even knowing what I was doing, but as I continue to do it, it makes me smile more. It makes me happy.
Happy.
When you go back and watch this episode, I'm smiling the whole time, because I found joy in doing this, and it allows me to be vulnerable. It allows me to express myself. It allows me to be, just to be me, unapologetically, and not worrying because, like, I might stutter, I stumbled a few times during the episode, but it's okay because I have joy when I'm doing it, you
Mhm.
know. And also, I love your glasses, by the way. They're cute.
Thank you.
I love them. I love them. But as we're doing this interview, I want to ask you: do you have any questions for me?
Well, I mean, there's a lot because I mean I wanted to do a podcast and this is my very first because I
Ah,
wanted to be a public speaker and the fact that you've created such a beautiful platform for women to tell their story. I mean I saw all the DMs and people just me for to come on your podcast and I thought that was amazing that
yes,
you created a safe space. So I guess just the courage and the structure on how you were able to make this happen.
yes. You want to ask me how?
Yeah. Like
Um,
how are you able to get like one stand in your power, right? So I guess that is how the confidence enough to do this because this is big. Rather sometimes we make things out to where we don't give ourselves enough credit for it.
you talking
This
about
is a
me?
huge thing that you've done.
You talking about me?
By so congratulations on that.
Thank you. I said you talking about me when I say I don't give myself the credit. Don't be talking about me.
Hey, sometimes
you you
we don't. I know that
you
I don't always
right.
give myself credit, and I just want to make sure that I'm a light and I'm able to tell people I see you. I thank you
I
for
thank
creating
you.
this space,
I thank
right?
you, girl, for answer. Honestly, and it's so crazy you ask that because I ask myself every day how.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did not like. I look at other people that have that like bigger than me that have podcasts. And I'm like, man, they got all this, they got all that, and it's not that I'm looking to be comparison or not. It's just like, okay, God, um, I'm here, and I have all these people that want to be on my show that want to support me, and but the numbers don't. Sometimes I get discouraged because I don't have a lot of views and XYZ. But I say I have to think about it. Like I'm not. This is yes, it's me, but God is using me as a vessel to be that
Mm-hmm.
safe place for people. So I can't worry about what other people are doing. I have to continue to focus on me and do it the way that God has instructed me to do it. And it's not me.
Right.
Yes,
I don't know.
I'm just the image, but I'm being used as a vessel because I've been through so much and stuff, and everything that I am doing. Honestly, I didn't come up with it on my own. It took a lot of late night cries, a lot of prayers,
Right.
a lot of trials and tribulations, and just like you say, asking God to heal me. It's like, and sometimes I sit back and I be like, what? Okay, that's me. That's me.
Yeah. That's
And
you.
then I wouldn't say. I don't know if it's like the way I'm sitting right here saying I really don't know, you know, and it's the truth. People ask me, I don't know, I don't know. You see, I really don't know.
Right.
You know how you
Well,
just
the
don't know
courage. I mean, because it takes courage to do what you did,
the
and I don't
courage.
think people realize the bravery it takes to be seen.
Yes, I just say I just say God use me every day, and I feel like it's just the strength from the Lord that keeps me going. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I be tired. But yet I know that I have to keep going because I know that there is a purpose that I have to fulfill on earth. So I just get up going because I know I do have some people that love me, that are expecting me to come up and motivate them and inspire them. But because they would, but the truth of the matter is, they don't. You guys don't even understand that you guys are pushing me. You know, it's you guys. Like, you guys give me the motivation. You guys give me the push. And I do want to say I thank you so much for even being patient with me. And I think I messaged you, what, almost a month ago?
Yeah.
You waited for me. It's like I have people scheduled all the way up until September. You know, some come,
Wonderful.
yeah, some come through, some don't. But I just want to say I thank you. I don't, thank you for having patience. Is how I do it. Patience. Giving myself grace, having mercy over myself, because I know it's a lot and it's just me. I don't have a full team right now, but it's just me by myself, and I just get up every day, I doing it, not knowing, just like that. I don't know,
Well,
sis.
that no, but that inspires me because I think a lot of times what I did learn in these past 3 years
Yes.
is that sometimes once again you do it afraid, right?
Yes.
And not everybody has, you know, the I've noticed not everybody has all of like the how. You just get in there and you
Yeah.
figure it out while you're in the midst of it, right?
Amen. That's it.
And a lot of people, you think that you have to have everything together,
Mm-mm.
right? And that's like, okay, well, I need to have this. I can't do it yet until I get this. And it's like you just have to start.
Let me
You
tell
just
you.
have to start.
Let me tell you something, sis. Um, I started my podcast, like I said. If you listen to any of my other previous episodes, I said I'm in the projects, working on my projects, trying to make it out. I didn't just start like this. I started. Let me tell you, and this is for anybody that has a podcast. I'm not a gatekeeper. Look, it's not that hard. I just got up, and I just opened my laptop, and I just start talking. I didn't have a microphone, nothing. I said this is my intro. This is my podcast. It's not scripted. What you hear, what you're gonna hear. I'm a single mom, and I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. I just got up and I did it, not knowing that 3 years from then, I'll be in a professional studio setting. Do I know what I'm doing? Absolutely not. Do I got to work on the lighting? Yeah. So you're never gonna have it all together. You gotta do it. I want y'all to see my mistakes. I want y'all to see me with look. Some days I come in, my hair ain't right. I want you guys to see me come in. Sometimes I ain't got no lotion on. Like, I want you guys to see me like in all aspects. Yeah, like I don't. So when I get to the point, like it's levels to it. You can't expect to go in having things together properly. No, you got to go through the trials and tribulations in your production and stuff. So this is me, So, and I know when I get to that point where I'm able to sit there and have it together, I'm gonna say, "You guys remember when? Remember when I was a mess? Remember? You gotta just trust the process, and that's how I want. I want to be open with you guys, so you guys can trust me and know like I'm real.
Got you.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
no,
Thank you
and
for
I
that.
want you. I hope you start your podcast because I have like honestly, I call you guys friends, my family. I have like four girls that have already started podcasts. And I help them. So
Fantastic.
yeah, so do it.
I will. I
Yeah.
will. I want you to inspire me.
Yes, do it.
So yes, I definitely will.
There's
Thank you for the encouragement.
there's nothing stopping you but you. Okay.
Okay.
That's it. Only one that's if you want to do it, just do it, and you don't have to know how to do it. But message me if you need any help. I'll help you the best I could. But just do it. Like Nike
Appreciate
say.
that.
Nike
And this is
say.
where you have your tribe and people while you're in the midst of doing it.
Yeah.
People will come to you, right?
Yeah.
When you need help and assistance. So I'm thankful.
Yeah. Just
Thankful
do
for that and
it.
thankful for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm thankful for you. Um, I want to ask you this last question. What advice would you give to a woman who feels like they will never become her?
Love every version of you. Honor every version of you in the process
Yes.
because she's important. Every
Yes.
version of you is important,
I like
right?
that.
That is the becoming. That is the in between,
Mm.
right? So I'm not the same version of myself I was a year ago, 2 years
Amen.
ago, right? But I honor that person, right? Because she's gotten me to this point, right? And I think because I know that now, right, and understanding the different transitions that life has, right,
Mm.
the in between right? The transition, um, that's also making choices.
Wow.
Like I said, follow your joy. And when
Yes.
you find that this is something you like, make a choice, make an executive decision, take authority over your life, right? Because that's what they say in the Bible, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Command itself. You
Commit.
have the authority to do it. You are, one of the favorite movies for me is Never Ending Story. You are the writer, the main character, the narrator of your own story, which is your life, right?
Wow.
So you have to know that whatever decision that you've made, good, bad, indifferent, right? All of it is helping you become her, right?
Oh my goodness.
So I honor that. I honor the past versions of myself,
Jesus.
right? Instead of being so angry, no, she went through that. I know now. I know what I can do that's going to work for me. I know what
Amen.
doesn't work for me.
Come on, sis.
So it's in that part. You are her. You are in the becoming, right? It's always levels to it. So you're in your own movie, right? You're not the same person you were before. So I think just knowing that,
Mm.
and that's been my saving grace, right? That's for me, understanding that and knowing that, making choices. Like so many times we get caught in loops,
Mhm.
right? Where we keep seeing this, well, why does this keep coming back up in my life again?
Mm.
Well, you're gonna get tested.
Yes, you
You made a
are.
choice. You said, I don't want this anymore to show up. Well, you got to get tested to make sure, because life is going to be like, well, are you sure?
That part.
I mean, you said you didn't want to do it, but let me put it out there. And
Mm.
then you have to know not to choose that again.
Ooh.
Then, right? Then life is going to be like, oh, you serious?
Yeah.
All
Come on,
right,
sis.
bet. Right? So we ain't gonna have this appear anymore.
Mm.
Right? Go ahead now. Now you made a choice for the betterment of yourself.
Mm.
So now those things are going to start showing up. But you have to know also when it's crumbling, things have to crumble for the new
Yes.
version of yourself to take place,
Amen.
right? So I understand that in the crumbling, okay, it's just going to be a better version.
Yeah, part.
So the good stuff is really about to pop off,
Yes,
you know?
it is. Yes.
That's what I would tell her.
Well, thank you for telling me that because that is what I currently need to hear. See, I thank you for coming on my show and being a guest today. You are so phenomenal, and I can't wait for you to start your own podcast. And yes, God's going to do great things for you in your life.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
uh,
Likewise.
Thank you
Thank
so.
you for having me.
No, you're welcome. I thank you for truly taking the time out of your day because without you, I will not be able to do it. So, with that being said, thank you so much for being a guest on I Am Her, You Are Me, Together as One. We could be. And remember, I can't wait for you to start that podcast.
I know. I got you. I got